see a few more showers and thunderstorms as we go through the rest of your afternoon and evening. Still another warm day at bare minimum. Highs easily in the 80s, couple of low 90s out there out to the west. A few of these storms may pack an extra punch later in the day, so keep that in the back of your mind. Beyond that, low temperatures fall into the upper 50s to the northeast, but low to mid 60s elsewhere. Maybe a couple of isolated showers out to the west as well. We'll go through the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up in a little bit, but until then, Midday in KILOLAND starts right now.
Live from KILOLAND Media Group, Midday in KILOLAND.
A busy weekend for Sioux Falls police as crews respond to 3 deadly crashes in less than 48 hours.
On the first day of the convention, former President Trump is expected to reveal his VP pick after Republican delegates from around the country officially choose him as their nominee.
Good afternoon and thanks for having us in. 4 people have died on the streets of Sioux Falls in just 3 days. And this midday, police are giving us a better idea of what led up to all 3 of the deadly crashes. The most recent crash killed 2 people early Sunday morning on North Cliff Avenue. Police say a driver had been drinking and was looking at his phone when he hit and killed a man and woman along with both of their vehicles. Police say they'd stopped to adjust a tow rope, and that's when they were hit. Police have arrested Dominic Anning for several charges, including a second DUI and 2 counts of vehicular homicide. Now, last night, friends and family members gathered to remember the victims of the crash. They've been identified as 51-year-old Michael James and 29-year-old Sharina Jones. We're going to have more on the victims for you tonight on KILOLAND News. Just hours earlier, Sioux Falls police responded to a deadly crash involving a motorcycle in the southeastern corner of the city. According to witnesses, the motorcyclist was going up to 70 miles an hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone. Police are still working to determine just how fast he was going. A car pulled out in front of him and the vehicles collided. The 21-year-old motorcyclist died in the crash. No one else was hurt. Authorities are still trying to figure out what led up to Friday afternoon's deadly crash on East 26th Street. A pickup crossed into oncoming traffic and crashed into a light pole and tree. The 63-year-old man who was driving died in the crash. Police are investigating whether it was caused by a health condition or if drugs or alcohol were involved. This midday, we're also learning more about what happened behind the barbed wire fences at Mike Durfee State Prison in Springfield, South Dakota. Last week, we brought you different reports about the fights and unrest, including an extended interview with a prisoner. Tonight, in a special Eye on KILOLAND, we're taking an extensive look at life behind bars in Springfield. We're going to hear from the inmate again, as well as family members of others coming up for you tonight at 10. For now, we turn our attention to weather. It's pretty hot, pretty sticky out there, Adam.
Yeah, and a little unsettled as well. We had some showers and thunderstorms earlier this morning that were making their presence known, including one that rolled through portions of Sioux Falls earlier in the morning. Now, as we take a look at Falls Park, it's just gray up in the skies above. 81 at the airport, not much of a breeze to speak of. So for now, it's a pretty calm start to the second half of your day. We are in the 80s in many locations, even near 90 toward Pine Ridge as well as Valentine, 88 and 89 respectively. Spencer over in Iowa at 86, 82 in Huron, but some 70s like in Spearfish and Marshall, both at 77. 79 Watertown, 81 in Aberdeen, and 76 for Mobridge. The wind is starting to turn. Lately, it's been more of a southerly direction. Now we're starting to get more of that northerly component to our wind, and that is helping things be a little bit more comfortable in a couple of areas, but it is pretty windy up in northeastern South Dakota. Notice Aberdeen and Sisseton, a 21 and 29 mile per hour wind out of the north, respectively. So here's what we're seeing right now. Just a couple of very light showers, mainly between Mitchell and Winter on the South Dakota side of things. And then running northeast of Madison, headed toward Marshall. Once again, more showers up that way toward the Buffalo Ridge. That's going to continue for a little while longer, but we'll get a little bit of redevelopment as we head into the evening and through a part of the night as well. We do have that chance for some stronger thunderstorms that will try and come back around one more time before we get ready for the day on Tuesday. For the rest of your afternoon, though, we should easily still stay well in the 80s in many locations, even around 90 toward Spencer, for example, along with Yankton and Wagner. Mid-80s, though, up toward Brookings. For northeastern KILOLAND, firmly in the mid-80s. Some low 80s, though, toward Watertown and Sisseton at 83 and 82 apiece. Also mainly dry up that way. Meanwhile, out to the west, and more showers and thunderstorms will be possible later in the day. More 90s, though, popping up, like Phillip and Hot Springs, for example, along with Valentine. Upper 80s elsewhere, like in Buffalo, Winter, and Martin. We do have quieter and more comfortable weather to enjoy, and it comes around sooner rather than later, too. We'll talk about that in your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Adam. The director of the Secret Service released a statement today saying the agency will participate fully with the independent review of Saturday's assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump. Questions remain how the gunman was able to get within shooting distance of the stage at the campaign rally in western Pennsylvania. One man in the crowd was killed, the former president, and 2 others were hurt. Trump is expected to unveil his vice presidential pick as the Republican National Convention gets underway today. The tone of the convention changed after a shooter attempted to kill Trump at a rally in Pennsylvania. Sabrina Franzat has details now for us from Milwaukee.
Former President Trump gave his now signature fist pump as he arrived in Milwaukee Sunday night for the Republican National Convention. It's the same fist pump he gave in the aftermath of Saturday's assassination attempt at his Pennsylvania rally. The former president told the Washington Examiner he looked away from the crowd at the last second, and that is what saved his life.
President Trump is waking up this morning doing very well, feels very fortunate to be alive, and as he said, it's only by the grace of God that he's even still with us.
Trump also said he's completely rewritten his convention speech following the shooting.
The message that President Trump is coming out of this is very simple. We have to unite America. We have to unite the country.
President Biden delivered a similar message in an Oval Office address Sunday night.
You know, the political record in this country has gotten very heated. It's time to cool it down. We all have a responsibility to do that.
Trump says he will announce his vice presidential pick today, which is said to be down to 3 choices. CBS News was outside the home of Ohio Senator J.D. Vance as government vehicles took him to the airport Monday morning. Former President Trump is expected to take the stage later this evening after a roll call of delegates officially makes him the Republican presidential nominee. Some delegates here also have security on their minds.
With the security at convention, I'm wholly reliant on other people to keep me safe. I can't have my own firearm here with me.
The Secret Service says its convention security plan has been in the works for 18 months, and it's prepared for any event. Sabrina Franza, CBS News, Milwaukee.
Florida will be the state that pushes Trump over the threshold of delegates to lock up the nomination. 3 of Trump's children, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, and Tiffany Trump, are part of the Florida delegation. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is scheduled to speak at the convention tonight. Meanwhile, the classified documents case against Trump has been thrown out. The federal judge presiding over the case in Florida has dismissed the prosecution. The judge sided with defense lawyers who said the special counsel who filed the charges against Trump was illegally appointed by the Justice Department. Trump had been accused of illegally hoarding classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach and obstructing FBI efforts to get them back.